Ready or not, it's time for another adventure in the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Today, our mission is to tackle the A Way to Trade washed away over in East Necluda. Alright, boys and girls, strap yourselves in and let's crash this party. This quest kicks off on the sandy shores of Lurelin Village. The fastest way to get there is via the Sifumum Shrine, linked below. Alternatively, you can glide on down from the Rebella Wetland Skyview Tower. Whichever route you take, you'll want to head down to the shoreline. Follow the path and loop around to the lower docks. And a quick heads up, this is only available after completing the Ruffian-Infested Village, which is also the village attacked by pirates. And that's important because that's going to bring Greenie back to Lurelin Village, but you'll also need to complete the Lurelin Village Restoration Project because everything needs to be restored first. And I will link both of those quests below. All the way at the very end is where you'll find our friend Greenie. You might remember him from the Lookout Landing. He's the guy who told us all about the pirates that overtook the village. Go ahead and talk to him because, yep, he remembers you. You're Link, their hero. He explains that he came back to the village after hearing that the pirates were gone. Small world, right? Unfortunately, he doesn't have time to catch up because his boat is gone, along with his entire trading business. He has no idea where the boat went, and to make things worse, every boat in the village is missing too. No replacement options. He's pretty sure that the monster chaos is to blame. Boats probably got washed out to sea. That's kind of the general consensus around here. Apparently, things that float away from Lurelin tend to wash up on Tonoko Island, off the eastern coast. Greenie thinks that the boats might be there. There's just one tiny issue. Tonoko Island is way out to sea, and Greenie does not have a boat to, well, you know, get a boat. So he's feeling a little dramatic and convinced that he'll never get to reopen his shop. But honestly, he does sell some items that you can only get from him, and his customers are probably itching to get that shop reopened. So yeah, his drama is justified. He just needs a boat. That's it. And that activates A Way to Trade washed away. So let's see what we can do to help him out. Let's head to the end of the dock and let's take a look around. There's some stuff over there that we can use. So come on over here and you'll see two boards. Grab the smaller board with Ultra Hand and attach it to the center of the larger one. Then flip it over. Now let's attach a fan and a steering stick from your inventory. And voila! You've got a boat. Now carry your whole chaotic little creation over to the open water so that we can hightail it out of here. And while we're moving, quick heads up, Tonoko Island is far away. I mean far. It's all the way around the tail of this island and even past it. Yeah, even past Eventide Island. So we're gonna need some more stuff. Don't worry, I got you covered. So over here on the shore, there is a sail that you can use if that's your thing. But personally, I prefer more fans. More fans. So for that, we're gonna need more buoyancy. So let's pull over. So right over here, we can grab a couple of these logs from the shore. I'm skipping the extra planks because I don't actually need those. And I'm going to just go ahead and attach one log to each side of my board. This will give my boat enough stability to support extra fans. So I'm going to scoot the original fan over and then attach two more fans and extra speed. Let's go! Now let's drop the boat back into the water and make sure that it's far enough out so that it don't get stuck on the sand, because nothing kills the momentum like beaching yourself. And I did this before and I don't recommend it. So I had to swim out a little bit to get back on, but however you got to get onto your boat, let's do that. And then I also highly recommend marking Tonoko Island on your map with one of the glowing pins, because it's going to make it a little bit easier to follow on your mini map. At least it was for me. Just don't get too close to the shore because you'll get stuck in the sand. Because once you're around the tail of this island, it gets weirdly easy to lose your sense of direction. But the path itself isn't hard. Just follow the island's edge. And then once you actually get to the end of it, you just kind of slingshot yourself around the tail and then lock onto your marker. And from there, it's basically a straight shot. And so now that I'm at that point where it's a straight shot, I'm going to actually go ahead and skip this part, and I will see you there. Okay, once you arrive, you'll notice that there are boats everywhere. There's batteries, boards, fans, stuff all over the place. So go ahead and grab everything that you want, and all of these little capsules around here, these basically replace everything that you just used. You don't actually have to use them again because we can just reuse the stuff that we had on our first boat. And I also do recommend grabbing some batteries because this boat is heavier and it's gonna burn through your energy wells much faster. Also grab some rockets and put one on each side because you want everything to stay balanced so that you go straight forward instead of curving in one direction or the other. And this is super important because the rockets help you get off the sand. If you launch from the water instead, the boat sits too high and you can't climb up it, you'll just end up awkwardly swimming underneath it like, well, this is my life now. And if you do choose to go that route and don't want to use the rockets, you can also use the board from your other boat and use that to climb up. But the rockets are way more fun, so I completely recommend using the rockets. So once you're ready to go and you're ready to take off, give yourself enough distance so that you don't accidentally drift inside the island tail, because you cannot reach Garini from that side. If you mess it up, you'll have to turn around and redo the whole loop. So save yourself the pain and just head back exactly the way that you came. And then you just have to follow the island around and make your way around the tail again, just like you did when you came in here, and head towards Lurelin Village. And as you get closer, be careful because it does become a little bit of a tighter squeeze. This boat is bigger than the one that you left in, so aim straight for the dock where Garini is standing. Don't head any other direction, just head straight for Garini, like as if you want to run him over. You're not going to run him over, so don't worry. Just drive like as if that's what you want to do, because as soon as you get to a certain point, he's going to stop you, and he's going to yell at you, "Is that a boat?" And then he's going to tell you where to go ahead and park. And he is just so grateful. He's going to tell you such generosity demands swift action. So excuse him for just a moment while he does whatever all that grunting noise is all about. And then, ta-da! And what do you think that he is going to name this fine vessel? It is now the ever lovely Mubs. And now that it has a name, it is officially important. And to show you his appreciation for helping reopen his shop, he rewards us with a star fragment. A mysterious stone fragment that fell from the sky. Its gem-like quality makes it extremely valuable. And one theory is that it can light up its surroundings. So put that into your pocket because this thing is rare. You literally cannot buy it anywhere. They fall from the sky, and Garini doesn't sell them either. But his shop does stock rare items that you can't find elsewhere though. And he does take a lot of pride in his goods, so make sure that you stop by whenever you're in Lurelin. And then that wraps up a way to trade washed away, which is not so washed away anymore, thanks to you, Mr. Hero. And if you're ever stuck or need help with any part of this quest or any other video, feel free to reach out right here in the comments on Instagram, Facebook, or on Discord. I am always happy to help. Huge thanks to my Patreon supporters. Your support means the world. And if you'd like to join in and get some extra goodies, check out my Ko-fi or Patreon pages. And if this walkthrough helped you out, give that like button a little tap, hit subscribe for more gaming goodness, and spread the word to your fellow adventurers. Got any questions or thoughts? Drop them in the comments below. I am all ears. Until next time, this is KKJinxx, over and out.